Friday morning to you. I'm Heather Brown, and this is CBSN, Minnesota's morning update. So it's our chance to get you up to speed, the very latest on the news and the weather this morning. Snowed overnight for some of us here in Minnesota, but by this morning, most of that pulled on through. This is what it was looking like while you were sleeping. Some bigger flakes coming down. It's pretty slow pace, but steady out there in Stillwater. You can see right there along Highway 36. All of that has moved out. The roads were wet, starting to dry up this morning. Should be a nice, relatively mild day for early December here. We're going to get into the 40s, according to Mike Augustinek, but that's warm weather will not last for all that long. You can see increasing sun in the afternoon here, mild evening ahead. It's later on in the beginning of next week where some of those cooler temperatures will come through. Let's talk about this, though, because this is kind of a fun thing. Maybe you're looking for an excuse to cheers your way through the weekend. Well, it is National Bartender Day today. So we're just giving cheers to all those bartenders. This was created in honor to help those out who are working so hard to quench our thirst. And we want to hear from you. What is your favorite cocktail of choice? Me over here, I love the Manhattan, love the old fashioned. Mike, what's your favorite? What's it called?
Jungle.
The Jungle Bird?
Jungle Bird.
Jungle Bird. What is that?
I'm sorry, I have a mouthful of sandwich.
I know.
It's the internet.
Mikey gets like 3 minutes to eat his breakfast, and I'm asking him, what is the Jungle Bird?
Sometimes I just eat it in the bathroom and take care of everything all at once. But anyway, that was too much. The Jungle Bird is dark rum, Campari, and pineapple juice, a few other things too, but so it's kind of like it's a less sweet tiki drink.
Very good. You're just like hanging out at the beach in your head there. I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Share your drinks. We'd love to hear them. Love to hear any mocktails you have too. I love to hear those non-alcoholic options. We'll talk about a few of them later on in this show. We do start with some concerning news out of St. Paul this morning, where the city has reached a deadly milestone overnight. Police say that a young man was stabbed to death, marking the 35th homicide of the year. That is a record for the city. This happened on a home in East 7th Street. Police say they do have a person of interest, but they have not yet made any arrests. Investigators haven't released the victim's name, but we are told he was in his 20s. Growing number of states are discovering the Omicron COVID variant. This morning, that list does include Minnesota, New York, Colorado, California, and Hawaii. New research finds that Omicron is about 2.5 times more likely to reinfect someone than the original strain of COVID. Now, here's what we know right now about this case in Minnesota. The man lives in Hennepin County. He had recently traveled to New York City for an anime convention. Last week, he started having mild COVID symptoms, and then 2 days later, he tested positive. The man is fully vaccinated and received his booster in early November. This morning, 3 federal medical teams are in place around the state to help out our hospitals. The latest team has just arrived in Edina. We do expect to hear from one of those at HCMC in just a couple of hours. They are expected to share their plan as well as their concerns about the holiday season. Jury selection could wrap up as soon as today in the Kim Potter trial. As of this morning, 12 jurors are now seated. They do need 2 alternates before those opening statements can begin. That is still slated for next week. Not clear yet on which day that'll start. We should expect to know more about that today. Potter is on trial for the shooting death of Dante Wright. Minnesota's largest school district is tacking on 2 extra days to their winter break. Noka Hennepin says that this time off will start 1 day earlier, December 22nd, and then students will return 1 day later on January 3rd. The district officials say that this extra time off will help address mental health needs as well as their ongoing staffing shortage. Other big districts, including St. Paul, have recently made some similar decisions. So check out this close call. Oof. Yikes, this is caught on camera in Idaho. It's a state trooper and the man he was helping. You can see them having to jump off to safety. The trooper was helping to fix a flat at the time. This ended up being a 6-car crash. Idaho State Police say they're extremely lucky, for sure, that no one was seriously hurt. Record breaker for the Memphis Grizzlies. They absolutely crushed the Thunder last night, and that is not even an understatement there. Winning the most lopsided game in NBA history. Final score 152-79. Do the math there. 73-point victory. Oh, that broke the record that was set back in 1991 when Cleveland beat Miami by 68 points. So way to go, Memphis. But yikes. There is a toy factory of sorts in Ramsey, Minnesota that's whipping up these beautiful creations that Santa's elves would actually be jealous of each year. I mean, look at those there. I can't get over these. Volunteers make up 20,000 of these handcrafted wooden toys to give away. They're made with mostly donated materials. And yesterday, St. Paul police officers went to the shop to pick up nearly 2,000 toys to give out to kids in St. Paul. It's a community partnership. It's passing out the toys to kids who otherwise wouldn't have such a special piece.
We have a lot of kids that they are first generation. They have come from different countries where they're not really in a financial situation where they can afford toys. So having this handmade present to them was something that's really exciting.
TLC Toys operates year-round. We have information on our website, wcco.com, if you would like to get involved. So you've got to see this creative holiday lights display that we found in Clarkfield. You recognize the RV there? Tribute to the classic holiday movie, Christmas Vacation. Cousin Eddie's RV. Griswold family truckster right there too. These people are so creative. I love seeing all these light shows. Golly, Christmas Vacation, that's fantastic. Send us your lights because we love to show them on TV in the morning show. Let's talk about today's talker. It is National Bartenders Day, and we were asking for your drinks. Here we go. Patty telling us in the winter it's a Black Russian. Oh, interesting. A little take on the White Russian there. Let's see, who else? Bradley, I don't usually drink regularly, but I can always go for a classic margarita. I agree, Bradley. Winter, summer, no matter when. I usually go for a good IPA beer on tap if I had to choose. Here we go. We got Becca. Oh, love a good Bloody Mary. It's also my favorite virgin drink while pregnant. I loaded it up with pickles and olives. Put a little sausage in there. You'll be good to go. You got yourself a full meal, Becca. Diana. If I had one, it would be a fuzzy navel. Otherwise, my preference would be Pepsi. People like their beach drinks here. I mean, I can't disagree, right? There. Thanks, everybody, for sharing. Thanks for celebrating National Bartenders Day with us. This is your morning update from CBSN Minnesota. We are your only local streaming news source. Appreciate you watching this morning. We'll see you back here same time on Monday. Have a great weekend.